5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, game 3 here, playing against more Eldar. So Dawn of War and Scouring, which is going to hurt me. Over there we got Guardians, Bikes, or Shining Spears. There's a Wraith Knight, more Dire Avengers, more Dark Reapers, Fire Dragons, and a Wave Serpent. Dire Avengers, Warp Spiders, more Guardians. I'm a War Walker, more Dire Avengers, more Guardians, a Viper, and we got some Striking Scorpions going to infiltrate, and some Banshees that are walking on. So I currently have turn 2, or bottom of turn 1, so I'm going to try and seize the initiative. See if I can do it again. Nope. So it's going to be Eldar turn 1. Okay, so middle turn 1, shooting, killed 1 bike here, 1 wound to that guy. Over here, killed 3 of those guys, but they held, and some shots at the vehicles to no effect. So going on to my turn 1. Okay, so into turn 1, and it could have gone a little better. So 2 Melt-A-Guns, 2 or 3 plasma guns, and 2 Melt-A-Guns did almost nothing. 1 whole wound to the Wraith Knight. I rolled a lot of misses, a lot of no wounds. The Heavy Flamers and the Stern Guard wiped out 1 unit of Dire Avengers for first blood. This unit with the Heavy Flamer and Bolters wiped out all but 1 on the other unit. These guys ran up. This guy with his plasma guns took out 2 of the Striking Scorpions. And that's my turn, unfortunately. Could have gone a lot better. So going on to turn 2. Okay, so middle turn 2, lots of action. Shooting, wiped out that 4 of those guys. Last guy fell back. Wraith Knight charged into the other combat squad of Stern Guard and killed them. Shooting at these guys did nothing. Killed 3 of those guys. They held and got charged by the Dire Avenger there. Shooting killed the attack bike, and shooting killed 4 of these guys with 2 wounds on the captain. This thing was wrecked by the Striking Scorpions. And that's it. So going on to my turn 2. Okay, so end of turn 2. Death Company came in, fired at the Fire Dragons, killed all but 1. Some drop pods shot at all Dark Reapers, killed all but 1. Over here, this guy Heavy Flamer, the Guardians, killed 4 of them. Over here, these guys shot and tried to assault into the Dire Avengers, but failed their charge. Dante joined the Bikes, came over here and killed most of the Warp Spiders. They tried to hit and run and failed. And over here, these guys tried to assault here and failed horribly. So going on to turn 3. Okay, so middle of turn 3. Banshees walked on, didn't do anything. Shooting, everybody shot into the Death Company, killed, what, 7 of them? There's what, 3 of them? So 6 of them. Over here, they wiped out the entire assault squad and the captain in shooting, and 1 wound on the priest. They charged in, but I won that. These guys wiped out that combat squad. Those guys killed the Stern Guard. The 1 wound Fire Dragon blew up the drop pod and killed 2 guys. They actually need a leadership test from the explosions. Oh, they're good. And then Dante finished off these last 2 Warp Spiders. And those 2 guys finished off that X-Arc from the Dire Avengers. And now it's my turn 3. Okay, into turn 3, going to turn 4 over here. Those guys took a lot of damage. I killed a couple more guys with the bolt pistols and the Rhino. Over here, those 2 tactical Marines made it into the Dark Reaper, and they tied. Over here, this combat was a push. Over here, Dante and the Death Company made it into that unit, swiped and wiped them out in sweeping advance, giving me Warlord, and going on to, oh, and I did 2 wounds to the Wraith Knight. So going on to turn 4. Okay, middle of turn 4, Wraith Knight made it into combat. Shooting killed a lot of the all but 1 of the Death Company, and Wraith Knight made it in, but Dante escaped with only 1 wound and hit and ran out. Sanguinary Priest finally died. These 2 bikes assaulted the bike and killed it. Over there, made my cover save against the Melt-A-Gun on the Rhino. And that's about it. Oh, and then the Banshees came up there and joined that combat, wiped out those last 2 tactical Marines. So going on to my turn 4 with my whole whopping 7 models left on the board. Okay, going to turn 5, not much happened. Las Cannon vaporized a Striking Scorpion. Over here, Dante decided to charge into that guy, did 1 more wound, but then survived again. Over there, that guy, Bolters and Stormbolter killed the last Fire Dragon. Going on to top of 5. Okay, so middle of turn 5 over here. Dante did nothing to the Wraith Knight, took 1 wound back. He's got 1 left, and then he failed his hit and run. Over here, these guys did 1 whole point to the drop pod. Over here, again, no damage to the Rhino. And that's about it. Oh, these guys lost 2 but passed. So my turn 5, with a little bit of luck, hopefully it'll be the last turn. Okay, so into turn 5. Unfortunately, I could have had it if it had ended at turn 5, but it didn't. Going on to turn 6. Over there, was able to kill the last Reaper. Over here, these guys wiped out the striking Scorpions. I was able to stun that. And unfortunately, I did roll 3 6s to wound, and he made 2 saves, so he's got 1 wound left. But then he got a 6 on Dante, so he was wiped out. And that's it. So going on to turn 6. Okay, so we did roll into turn 6. On his 6, he was able to blow up that drop pod, giving him that point. Kill these 3 guys, and these bikes moved up onto the objective. Finally blew up that Rhino. Killed 1 Banshee in the explosion. And so on my turn, I did absolutely nothing. He's going to go here at the end of turn 6, because he's got 4 of the 5 objectives and Warlord. I've got 1 objective, First Blood and Warlord and Linebreaker. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 to 4 lost for the Blood Angels. Good game.